you guys watched the last couple of videos that I did on some of the dealerships, so the last one had some pretty good cars, I will say. But for the most part, a lot of dealerships here are just overly saturated with your main common cookie cutter type cars that every dealership has around here. Now, there are a few places that have some pretty significant stuff. And for most people that have been here in Dubai, it's very difficult to be different because, you know, there's tons of rich people and everybody has a Lambo and a Ferrari and all that other stuff. So one of the main things that people do around here to kind of like one-up you is spend a lot of money on a license plate. So for instance, if somebody has the license plate number 1, they paid millions of dollars for it, and no one else is going to have that plate. So you could have a car that's worth like $50,000 and they have a $200,000 plate on it. That's just what they do, and it makes sense to me because, again, it's hard to be different. So but that's a little bit different about Mansory here in Dubai. So for those that don't know, Mansory is a company out of Germany that will take your car and will totally 100% upgrade it in any way that you want, whether it's carbon fiber, whether you want to change the interior, anything that you want. And they also do performance upgrades. So we're going to take a little bit of a walk around through the Mansory here in Dubai. Big shout out to them for letting me come here. Okay, so first car you have right when you step in the door is this Lamborghini Aventador Carbonado Evo. The whole body of this car is carbon fiber, every panel. And basically what they do is, let's say you want to bring your car to Mansory. Depending on what you want done to it, they will take your car and ship it off to Germany. In about 4 to 6 months, your car will be complete. All of this is all redone in carbon fiber, every single panel of the car, as well as the interior. One cool note to put is that on a normal Aventador, the starter switch is down here. On this car, they put it up there to make it a little bit different. Also, this car has 1,400 horsepower, which is about 600 more than your standard Lamborghini Aventador or even SVJ. So what you have here is a Bentley Bentayga Spirit of Turquoise Edition. In the camera, it probably looks a little more bluish, baby blue, but it's actually more relatable to the Tiffany color. I want to point out the metallic in the carbon fiber that you see there. I mean, everything is executed in such amazing detail. All this carbon fiber. You probably noticed by now that Mansory really loves carbon fiber, which looks really awesome, and it's such a premium feeling carbon fiber. A lot of times carbon fiber feels kind of thin, excuse me, and cheap. This is very thick quality stuff here. I mean, and everything is just done so well. You even have pinstriping to match the car on the carbon fiber as well. That's pretty awesome. But everything else just looks so good. The execution of these cars really enhances. You got huge 24-inch wheels with the Mansory that's weighted, so as it's driving, just like a Rolls Royce, it does not spin, which is pretty sick. Again, you have more of the pinstriping that goes throughout the entire car and all the carbon fiber accents. This style of carbon fiber is it's a forged carbon fiber. So it's not your standard weave that we're probably used to seeing. It looks like it's just chips of carbon fiber, which is kind of interesting looking. The inside of the car looks really good in keeping. Everything is leather too, I want to point that out. Even the floor. The floor is leather, floor mats are leather. The roof has your perforated leather material. Really liking this car. Just the details of all this is just incredible to me. So here we have a Rolls Royce Cullinan. This is not too loud. I really like this color combination. It looks really good. It's not something that's so wild that it just stands out. I mean, it is a Rolls Royce, so it's going to stand out, but it's a subtle combination here. I really like this here. It's pretty cool. All these Mansory carbon fiber accents, same forged 24-inch wheels. Have this gorgeous silver metallic paint. But everything looks, I mean, obviously you have some differences here. This is usually chrome on a standard Rolls Royce. This carbon fiber here, of course. And then all your carbon fiber accents, like in here, all these little pieces, the lip down there. The Cullinan doesn't have this vent here. I'm sorry, the normal Cullinan does not have that vent. I really like this one. I would definitely drive this car. The inside is you know, has a Mansory touch on it, but still has your wood trim like your typical Rolls-Royce Cullinan would have. But again, these beautiful carbon fiber accents all over the car. I definitely like this car. This thing is, the Cullinan's just the bad boy of the road. I mean, you can't get any better than that. What we have here is a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon Speranza edition. This is one of one in the entire world. The whole body is carbon fiber. Everything was redone with this pretty crazy looking carbon fiber weave, as you can see. Very interesting looking. Has such a just appealing feel. It feels so good. So this is one of one, everybody. Your typical wheels, I think these are 22s and not 24s, look a little bit smaller. But same thing with the Mansory badge. That's weighted, does not spin. You have just, I mean, the whole car is carbon fiber. There's not much more to really say about it. But I really like the color. And this is a cabriolet, so two-door, which makes it even more rare. So it's already one of one in the entire world. And then it's a two-door cab, which you don't see very often. Have your nice wood veneers in the interior. I really like that stitching on the seats. So this is probably just another one of those cars where we will obviously never see another one. So that's what Dubai is good for. So we have another G-Wagon, which is a P820. This thing has 820 horsepower. It sounds like an absolute monster. However, we will not start this car. We're gonna start a Lamborghini that I'll show you guys here in a second for a friend of mine. And I think you guys will enjoy it as well. But again, in keeping with the typical Mansory, tons of carbon fiber, a little bit less, of course, than the Speranza, but really dig this color. This one has some cool accents here as well. I just like the look of carbon fiber. I want to put carbon fiber on my cars now. But you know, not as loud interior. It was mostly black for the most part, and that's not bad. But again, it's all the carbon fiber detailing on this car, which is really impressive. And everything is just done so nicely with that attention to detail, of course, which again, you're paying a big premium to have a car like this. So you should only expect the absolute best with Mansory. All right, guys, so you have another Bentley Bentayga, similar spec to this one here, just different wheels. But let me know if you would rather have this car or this one. I would take this one if I had the new Rolex Tiffany edition, which are stupid rare and very expensive. But if I wanted to flex just a little bit extra, I'd have that. But just like that one over there, a little bit different wheels, but again, the execution of the stuff on this car is just the best there is to offer. Let's do a quick walk around on this Bentley. I used to not like the Bentaygas, but the thing with this modified one, obviously, is that it just has such a more manlier presence than your typical standard Bentayga. You know, of course, this one is way more expensive than a standard one, but I definitely like this car. So that's one thing about Mansory, is they use the absolute most precious materials, which in this case is tons and tons of carbon fiber. And again, certain stuff that you can have done here, like your interior and your exhaust. But if you want anything else done to the body of your car, they will ship it to Germany. But here soon, in the next 4 months or so, Mohammed, one of the salesmen here, told me that they will have their own shop here. So that'll be pretty cool. You won't have to actually send your car off to have it modified. All right, guys. So if you've noticed on my channel a little bit, I really have a thing for Rolls Royces. This is a Rolls Royce Dawn, and it is sexy. There's not much more I need to say about it. I'm just kidding. I do like the Dawn. Personally, if I could own a Rolls Royce, it would be a Wraith. But I'm sure there's some Wraith models out there that Mansory has done a wonderful job on modifying. And this one, of course, has all your carbon fiber bonnet. I really like this portion of the car that's in carbon fiber, the forged carbon fiber. You have these fender accents here. These look really nice. 22-inch wheels. Again, in keeping with the Rolls-Royce Customs weighted emblem on the wheels there. And this interior is just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, Rolls-Royce is something that you can bespoke really any way you want, but Mansory takes it to a whole another level when it comes to that. The steering wheel is modified as well. You can see that there's the hand little grips there. One thing to point out too is the whole interior is leather. I mean, even the floor. In your typical Rolls Royce, your floor is made out of a carpet. So, but this is a really awesome looking car. I just love the way that they kind of modernize Rolls Royces. You know, because one of the main reasons why they actually changed their body style is to appeal to the younger crowd, which they did a very good job of doing that. So definitely love this car. And again, with the Mansory touch, just makes it 20 times better. Okay guys, so this car has not been modified by Mansory for obvious reasons, but this is a 355 Pininfarina. If you remember on the Rolls-Royce Pininfarina, the Hellion, the Hyperion, I'm sorry. It's the same company that did this car back in 1955. So all that I know is this car is worth like $3 million and all original. It's a pretty cool car for an old Ferrari. We definitely don't see a lot of these very often, so it's pretty cool to see. Okay guys, so like I was telling you, behind me you have all the samples of the carbon fibers and the materials that you can actually choose to put in your car. as well as, you know, if they don't have it, they will certainly make it for you. But you can take a look at some of the different materials that they have. Really digging this one. I like this one. Then of course, all your different material colors, different stitching colors, different paints, and then you have all your different carbon fiber types down here. Here guys, you have a Ferrari SP1, which these cars are kind of really grown on me. As you can see, it is a massive, I mean, it's a big car. It's a really large car to just have one seat, but this is really meant for you to take it on the track, you know, have a track day. Again, you know, of course, modified by Mansory. Just some light carbon fiber accents, but nothing really crazy. It is a really nice car. You can see that the lines are so interesting looking. But it is a big car. It's huge. Let's take it on track. I think it's pretty cool though. All right guys, last car, the Urus Venatus Evo. All right, look at this car. This is a P900, 900 horsepower. I really like the black and white combination outside with the pinstriping, as well as the two-tone interior where each opposing seat between passenger and driver are different colors. So you have a white driver's seat and a yellow passenger seat. So all these details just look incredible on this car. I love the hood scoops here, which are functional, of course, as you would expect for a Lamborghini to be. It's all this carbon fiber. It's just executed so nice, which is the forged, of course. Seems like that's more or less what people like to tend to go to, which is the forged carbon fiber. It just looks really good. Now, we are going to start this car, so get a few more looks, some of this stuff. And we will start this car up. I want to hear it. 900 horsepower Urus. How cool is that? I'm getting a glare, but sorry guys. I'll try to get a better interior pic. One thing I forgot to add is the carbon fiber on the wheels. It's a really nice look. Really dig that. And this car is 1 of 10. So 1 of 10 in the world.
You want the high sound of it? Or the normal?
Either, any sound. I'm happy to hear anything. It has the adjustable valves. That sounded good. Hey, quick shout out to Mohammed. Thank you for everything, man. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys.
Welcome to Mansory DUBAI.
I appreciate it. If you guys are looking for something off the wall, make sure you come see Mohammed. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you soon.
I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip, this wet. Tell him run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch.